Welcome everybody to the Home Run Betting Challenge, where I bet $1 on my favorite home run picks for the day. And guys, I am on an insane heater. Eventually, the shoe is going to drop and we are going to go on a cold streak, but I'm going to ride out this hot streak as long as possible. Yesterday, I had 5 picks for you guys. One of those players hit a dong. 3 of them did not, and 1 of them got refunded because he didn't play at all. I was up 1.7 units yesterday, which brings my total profit to 29 units and 55 cents. In the past 5 days alone, we are up about 17 units. So the past 5 days, we've just been scorching hot, just absolutely scorching hot. So I hope that we can continue that hot streak for today's Dong report. Before I get into it, a couple housekeeping items. Number 1, I mentioned this at the beginning of every video, but signing up for every sportsbook is very important. When I give you my home run picks, I give you the best odds offered. So if there is a book that you are not currently signed up with, check it out in the description of the video. Sign up for a book if you have not already. I also recently launched a membership plan. So if you want to become a Jedi in training, I have 2 tiers, a $1 one and a $4.99 one that each come with different perks. So the very first link in the video, also in the pinned comment, details that, which I recommend checking out. So for today's Dong report, I have 5 picks again for you guys. The potential profit, if all 5 hit, which of course they're going to, is $22.50 if you put $1 on each one. And let's get right into it. Play number 1. In the Twins versus Astros game, we are taking Joey Gallo to hit a home run plus 430 odds on FanDuel. Here we are again, my old friend Joey Gallo. Now, we didn't go with him yesterday, but those of you that have been following along, we've gone with Joey Gallo a lot in the past week, and he has yet to cash for us. But we are back at it again today. Luckily for us, Gallo did not hit a home run yesterday, or else I would have been extremely annoyed that the one day we don't go with him, he hits a dong. But that did not happen. So on the year, Gallo has 11 home runs. He isn't having a bad year in terms of hitting home runs. Now, his batting average at the plate is pretty gross, but that's not what you want Gallo for. You want him for power. But he hasn't hit a home run in his last 8 games. Now, for this game specifically, it's being played at Minute Maid Park. Pretty nice weather game for home runs to be hit. It's not a great weather game overall. This one is the best of them. It's not like it's classic Coors Field game, but it's still in the positive. Now, there is some risk here. Of course, Gallo is going up against Hunter Brown, who is a good pitcher for the Astros. But the reality is, there's not much more I can say about Gallo that I haven't already said in the past 5 videos. But I'm always going to trust the data and trust the math. And Gallo consistently shows up on the EV page for these home run picks. So I'm going to trust it. And eventually he's going to start cashing for us and we're going to love it. So play number 1, Joey Gallo to hit a home run. Next up, in the Reds versus Red Sox game, we're taking Matt McLean to hit a home run plus 600 odds at FanDuel. Now, Matt McLean, Matt Modi, 2 MMs. Obviously, I had to back him. That's the type of analysis that you're only going to get on my YouTube channel. But obviously, yeah, we had to back McLean here. But he's not a bad player. So he is a young shortstop for the Reds, if you have not heard of him. But the dude has been raking recently. So he woke up on May 22nd with a 250 batting average. That's not great. Today, he has increased that over the past couple, 10, 11 days to a scorching 357 batting average. Now, that includes a 1 of 6 day that he had at the plate yesterday. So prior to that, he was in the 380s. Now, obviously, only having 56 at-bats, the sample size is small, and swings like that, one hot streak is going to do exactly what it did. But at least we are backing him in the middle of a hot streak. Dude's on fire. Now, he's only got 2 home runs on the year, but both of those home runs were hit in the past 10 games. He went back-to-back. He hit dongs in back-to-back games on May 23rd and May 24th. And he's also got an incredibly juicy pitching matchup going up against James Paxton, who's been around for a while. Is not the stud that he once was. He's given up 5 home runs and only 14 innings pitched this year. So if there's ever a time to back a young stud, to back a fellow MM, it would be tonight. Matt McLean as our second pick. Next up, in the Yankees versus Mariners game, we are taking Aaron Judge to hit a home run plus 220 odds at FanDuel. Now, there really isn't much to say about Judge. Talk about a guy who's just on fire. He's hit 4 home runs in his last 3 games. He hit one yesterday, he hit two games ago, and he hit another one 3 games ago. So 4 in his past 3 games. Just insane. Now, of course, you run the risk and the fear of, are we backing him too late, right? Is he already too hot and he's going to come down? But the reality is Aaron Judge doesn't show up a ton on the EV page because normally his home run props just get smashed. So there's normally not a ton of value. There is today at plus 220. So I'm going to take it and run with it. Pitching for the Mariners is George Kirby, who is a good pitcher. Judge has never gone against him in his career, so we don't really have any history there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But obviously we had to back Judge as our 3rd pick. Next up in the Rockies versus Diamondbacks game, we are taking Randall Grichuk to hit a home run plus 500 odds at FanDuel. Now, weather isn't everything. I do like looking at it just because it's interesting to know, and I do think it'll be helpful over the course of time, backing games that have net positive weather for home runs to be hit. And that just means direction of the wind blowing based on where the ballpark factors are. That also means just what the weather's like in terms of the temperature. And I get all my information from a website, Ballpark Pal. That is an incredible website, simming weather results, simming game results. So definitely recommend checking them out. But regardless, along with the Twins game that I already mentioned, this is another net positive weather game. It's not a good game overall, or good day overall for weather, for home runs to be hit in terms of weather, but this is a positive one. Now, along with Matt McLean, Grichuk is scorching hot at the plate. He's hitting .367, but he's only got 1 dong on the year. Luckily, he's got a great opportunity to get his 2nd one today. I already mentioned the weather. I mentioned that he's scorching hot, and the pitching matchup is positive as well. He's going up against Tommy Henry, pitcher for the Diamondbacks, and that guy stinks. So if there's ever a time to Grichuk to hit his 2nd home run, it would be tonight as our 4th pick. Next up, our 5th pick of the evening, and I decided to add an extra one, so we are actually going to have 6 total. So this is our 2nd to last one. We are in this back in the Reds versus Red Sox game. We are backing Tristan Casas to hit a home run plus 500 odds at FanDuel. So as I mentioned, it is our 2nd pick in this game, and this time we are going with a Red Sox hitter. Another young player along with McLean, but in this case, he is not scorching hot at the plate. He does have 6 home runs on the year, but he hasn't hit one since May 16th. To be honest with you, he really isn't having a great year at the plate at all, but he does have a good opportunity to turn that around today. Overall, this is a game where you want to target hitters. You want to target the over because it's 2 horrific pitchers on the mound. I already mentioned James Paxton pitching on one side. The other side for the Reds is Luke Weaver. He has a 5.45 ERA, and he's given up 9 home runs and only 38 innings pitched. So if you're looking a game to target the over, to target batters, the Reds versus Red Sox game is one that you want to target. So Tristan Casas as our 5th pick, and last pick of the evening, 6th and final pick, we are backing Yordan Alvarez to hit a home run plus 310 odds at bet 365. Now, I have had some pretty good success backing Yordan Alvarez, but I haven't gone with him in a little bit. Obviously, we had to change that for our last pick of the evening. Pitching for the Twins is Louis Varland, who is definitely gettable on the year. He's pitched 34 innings, and he's given up 9 home runs already. Yordan himself has 14 on the year, and he has hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games alone. He last hit a home run on May 28th, a game in which he hit 2 home runs. So he's always been a streaky hitter. He can always hit for massive power. So he's definitely going to get one tonight. He could possibly even get 2, rounding out our 6 picks for the evening. So I got 6 players to hit a home run for tonight. If you like any of these, if you're tailing, comment and let me know. If there's a player that you like, that I missed, that you like to hit a home run that I do not have, comment and let me know as well. Other than that, remember to like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, sign up for the sportsbooks, sign up to become a Jedi and training member if you want. Thanks for watching and have a good one.